Welcome everyone to the fastest iron golem farm ever, and it uses no villagers whatsoever. So welcome to the fastest iron golem spawner you will ever see, I think, and the most efficient as well. This makes over 4 iron golems a second. I'm not even going to go out try and quantify that for rates per hour. You will see that it is absolutely insane, so there's no need to even look at that. And this is done in 12W41B. This I expect will be patched pretty soon. It's been the last couple of snapshots, but I found it recently. I think I may have been the first one to find it, but you never know this sort of thing. I did put it on Reddit already, so someone may have already put a design out. So I like to sound the original, but you never know. And it doesn't matter very much because I bet it's being patched pretty soon. But while it lasts, you can really enjoy this. This is server friendly. This on a server at the moment. This is SMP friendly. This is single player friendly. Works a charm. So I'm going to run you through this really quickly and then we'll give a demonstration. I won't go full tutorial on this, but there is a download link in the description, and with coordinates where the stronghold is to get here. You can just TP yourself over. So there's two modes here. At the moment it's on harvest on. And if you turn harvest off here, then it's just in idle mode. I've got sound off at the moment because the iron golems were dying earlier. So this is idle mode. You can come in here. This is your obsidian platform. You'll destroy everything around on that platform, but nothing else. If you have water going already and you come through, or someone else comes through, the water will be destroyed. The water blocks under here, and then within a couple of seconds the water re-updates and then flows through again. So there's actually no problem at all for that. So even having many people coming in and out at the end, it would still work. And this design is thought of doing it for killing them as well. You could do it any other way you wanted to. This is only a proof of concept, such as this walkway should be 3 wide really, and instead of glass it should be solid bricks, so that the iron golems don't glitch out too fast. But there you go. This is only a proof of concept. Like I said, it's probably only going to be in the game for a very short while. So I'll give you a demonstration. Harvest is off, and we turn spawning on. So this just moves these pistons up and lets the water go through. Very simple wiring. Going to set pistons here, and they just alternate. So water goes up, pistons go up, and water goes up, piston goes up the other way. This here is to stop them coming out, so that when this is this high, they can't even jump over because that's 2.5 high. They can't get through, but you can. Up here there's a safety switch, so if you go through here yourself, here's an iron golem here already waiting. And if you go through here, there's a little gap in this bit here, so you can just go up and go through. And it's safe, you won't go through the end portal if you don't want to. So up here, we'll just watch this one, and we'll let the other one go through too. And with like one, you can get a couple of slow issues, but as soon as one goes through, if you see over here, there's now 4. And when this one goes through as well, I'm going to push him around. Actually, I'll show you what happens when these ones come through. I think he's actually glitched through a block, so I'll move him. Waterways can be improved. No, I'm not saying this is the perfect design, but there is no point doing much more than this for the time you probably have it. See, one goes through, and the other ones come up and push it through as well, and they force them through. So here he comes through, the other one's already gone through, and you've got 4 more down there already. So this is a geometric progression. Every single time one goes through, you get another 4, and very shortly you'll get to a point where you get one going through every single second, and you can't physically get any more going through at any time. You could have it so that more streams went into the end portal and you split the iron golems up, but like I said, it's only a proof of concept, just showing you guys how it works. So I'm going to fast forward this little bit very quickly, and we're going to show you how quickly you actually get max iron golems basically. And I have the entity count up in the corner so you can give a watch. Okay, so we're now at the level already. This has been about 30 seconds a minute, and you're already almost at maximum potential of spawning. See, one's going through basically every second. When they start going through now, all these ones, they're right next to each other. They'll go through exactly after each other, just like so. So every single one of these goes through, you'll get 4 more here, and the entity count will start to rocket. As you can see, they're going everywhere. If you leave this for about 4 or 5 minutes, then you'll hit 800, 900 entities, and they will start jumping out of the arena, jumping out of the portals, jumping out of everything, and generally exploding everywhere. That's why I said it's only proof of concept. That's why I'm using glass here so you can see it. Normally they'll glitch straight through the glass when there's enough of them, and you'll see that in a minute probably. But at the moment we're nearly at 300 entities already, so that's already 220 odd iron golems. So we'll let those ones go through and I'll show you the next part of it. And I will keep the entity count up. I'm sorry if it annoys you, but you'll like to see this. So we turn harvesting spawning off first. I've used 2 different stages just so that it's easier. I don't want to mess it around. There's not really much point to anything more complicated. So that's just having spawning off, and the waterway hasn't even come through to push these out yet. So this is just overflow. And if you just turn harvesting on, so that's now got the water going through. So empty my event while some more die, and you can count or look at the video time to see how fast those have been dying for. And then I'll just have a little collection and see how fast it is. And you still remember all those ones that are still going up the tube and now reproducing 4 times as they go before they then return back here. So if we just sit in here and look how fast it goes up, I would say that's faster than JL's 4 stacks an hour. And this is what you get after literally about 2 or 3 minutes from start to end. And yes, it's pretty darn efficient, I will say so myself. Very small amount of resources needed. I just use iron blocks because I'm creative. And you see these just coming through. So within a couple of minutes extra, you got a whole full inventory of iron bars. I wouldn't even hazard a guess per hour. No, you can try and do the calculations if you want to. Be happy with what people come up with as an estimate. And the reason I'm not going to do a per hour rate is because every now and then you have to stop it. Otherwise, you see here, they start glitching out. They start exploding out of the places. They start getting stuck because they're glitching through the blocks. So it's only a proof of concept. You can make them bigger. Like I said, you can make the solid walls so they don't glitch out. But these are still coming through. They're still reproducing. And they're still coming into the killing chambers. So we just come down here for another second. And we're basically already full. Just for a couple of seconds. So that's what I'm saying, it's the most efficient iron golem farm, because 1 iron golem in can produce all of this in a matter of minutes. So there's no problem with starting off supplies. And there's so many in that chamber now they're glitching through. There you are. So there's still plenty more to come through. But I think that about wraps it up for this. Now if you are interested and you want to play with this before this does get fixed, I don't know if it'll, I very much doubt it'll be in the full 1.4. Like I said, at the moment we own 12W41B, and it's pretty good. So I hope you have enjoyed, and if you're not subbed, then you know what to do if you want to see more things like this and the sort of thing I do in my Let's Play as well. Not this abusive though. I don't agree with the abusive part of it. I only use iron blocks for building in my LP. I don't use them for anything else. But there you go. You see, these are actually going through the glass now. If there's too many of them, this is what I get on my LP as well. And a little nudge and they'll go through. So you can just make it 3 wide or longer. And like I said before, there's lots of ways you can make this more secure and everything else, but just a proof of concept. So I hope you have enjoyed this. I've been King Happy, and I'll see you next time.